What's going on, folks? Welcome to another video. Codename loveone, Nick Reflex. I'm going to play this video. And I'm going to make a little comment on it when it's finished. So here we go. Have a listen to this.
During the eclipse will possibly be the crash. Listen to this. I had people in the truth community say in October, November, December, and I always said no, April. There's an old saying, millionaires don't follow astrology, but billionaires do.
Okay, y'all, so what does the creation of the atomic bomb, Chernobyl, the COVID pandemic, the Titanic sinking, Obama, Bush, Biden, Trump, the Queen of England, Charles, Diana, all have in common? Oh, wait, I have even more. All eclipses. We are in eclipse season. I just listened to a 3-hour podcast on eclipses. I have it linked below. It was absolutely fantastic. And I have to go through
Great Depression,
eclipses through history and
all
everything that happens
crashes
during eclipses, because this is a real time in history, regardless of what type of astrology you follow. When the sun, the dragon eats the sun and the dragon eats the moon, the world collectively goes through a lot of shit. So let's go through. Okay. Martin Luther King's assassination, the Civil Rights Act, Lincoln's assassination, the Gettysburg Address, Barack Obama, born at a solar eclipse, first inauguration eclipse, re-elected eclipse. Trump, born on an eclipse, elected eclipse. Biden, born on an eclipse, elected eclipse. Bush, born under the eclipse, elected eclipse. Under the eclipse. Prince William, born under the eclipse. Charles and Diana, married under the eclipse. Kate Middleton, born under the eclipse. Charles, born after an eclipse, maybe by 2 weeks. That's the longest time span between these times. The book published about Charles and Diana that led to the divorce, eclipse. The father of Queen Elizabeth dying, making her queen, eclipse. The brother, the Queen Elizabeth's father's brother, who was supposed to be king, when he decided he wasn't going to be king, eclipse. Eclipse. Okay? That's not all. Titanic sinking, eclipse. Wall Street crash, Black Tuesday, eclipse. Fall of Constantinople, eclipse. Einstein's theory of relativity, eclipse. All of Einstein's famous papers came out during the eclipse season. It was called his miracle year. United Nations Charter formed, eclipse. Nelson Mandela, every single time he was arrested, eclipse. Got out of prison, eclipse. Elected president, eclipse. End of World War I, eclipse. Rosa Parks, the day she decided to get off the bus, did not give up the seat on the bus, eclipse.
I'm waiting for the markets to crash. It's being an 8-year. April 8th is an eclipse. What do you think's going to happen? After you...
Okay, people, let me fill you into some truth here. So what this primate DNA doesn't tell you, the fucking primate that thinks she's clever, that's connected some dots, let me tell you what's going on here. So what we can tell you from this piece of information is that the archon, vampire, empire, pedophile, death cult, draconian rulers, controllers and genetic modifiers that are quarantined in this prison realm, which is a closed system, a matrix, an illusory holographic realm, which is supposedly controlled by the planets or the archons, because that's what the planets are. They are the archons. Jupiter, Saturn, Now, of course, they have effects on whoever is in this holographic realm. So let's just break this down for you. So what she's basically not telling you, which I will tell you, is that the archon, vampire, empire, death cult, which has been in control for 12,000 years or more, uses the eclipse to create their black satanic magic rituals. They use the eclipse in order to birth the next puppet. So you don't think it's possible. Now, it doesn't tell you how they were born, right? It doesn't tell you if it was a cesarean section. You know, that is the preferred method of draconian birth, is to cut the mother open and pull the baby out of her stomach. Just so you're aware, right? That is a Draco invention, my friend. That is when they want your wife or your girlfriend to go and get a cesarean section because they're telling you, oh, it's dangerous. What they actually want is an unnatural birth. It's not natural to cut the woman open from her stomach and pull the baby out, right? So this is a Draco reptilian method of traumatizing both mother and baby. And it also means that the baby doesn't enter this realm through the portal that is the yoni, the sacred yoni, right? So let's just talk about the 3 births on the eclipse that they talked about, 4 births, right? Well, it's quite possible to inseminate or have sex or rape whoever you wish to impregnate a period of time, let's say 9 months, a gestation period, before the eclipse, right? So you set a date to rape that person or to have sex or to inseminate, whichever it is, probably all 3, you know, if they're a Draco, which all of the people that they're talking about are fallen, Nephilim, Draco, scum. Yeah? All of them. Einstein, Prince William, fucking Trump, the lot, mate. Yeah? All of them. So everyone she's mentioned is a fucking archon Draco, you know, or a minion. And so it's quite possible to plan out a rape. If you're a magician, mate, you use astrology. 100%. You use it for the moon. Whether you're a white magician, a black magician like the Archon Draco Empire, you use the moon phases, the sun, the eclipse, the solstices. You use all of that. That's a given, mate. If you're not aware of that, where the fuck have you been? Wake the fuck up, you dumb cunt. Right? You can also use these matrix time clock programs, which is what they are. They're just fucking within this realm. Okay? They're within this realm. It's like a clock. Where the stars are, etc., etc. Where the archons are, the rulers. The planetary bodies. They're not planets, they're fucking luminaries. Wandering stars. So you use those to your benefit if you're a white magician. You know, planting seeds, etc., etc. All kinds of different things. You can look into astrological magic yourself. I've got a book on it, but you know, all books are misinformation. Anyway, that's a separate subject. So this primate DNA here telling us that, oh, the eclipse and all this happens. No, it's being used by the controllers to create stuff in the Matrix. So 100% she's worked out that the eclipse is important and that all this has happened on the eclipse. Like the sinking of the Titanic that was never sunk. Or was an inside job or whatever. So none of this is by accident. It's all planned, it's all scripted, and it's all taking place at the hands of the Draco Archon Vampire Empire, who will fucking perish, who cannot get out of here. This is Hell Realm, and they've created Hell Realm here. They are to blame. They have created Hell Realm by instruction of the Archon overrulers. The chief Archon being the Demi, the devil, Demiurge, Jesus. Yeah? Wake the fuck up, you dumb cunts. So, the eclipse has been used by the Archon Vampire Draco Empire to create changes within the matrix, like crashing stock markets, like birthing new puppets, Trump, Prince William. I hear that the Draco, Vlad the Impaler ancestor, Dracula's ancestor, aka King Charles of England, is going to abdicate the throne to Prince William. Well, it may well take place on the eclipse, people. Who knows? Who knows? We'll find out in April, right? So hopefully that's filled you in with some of the gaps that this primate DNA has left out, because she's a fucking retard. She's just read watched a 3-hour podcast, and she's like, oh, yeah. So astrologically, yeah, of course they are using different signs and seasons to their advantage as satanic witches, black magicians, and evildoers. Okay? Of course they are using the matrix construct and its time clock, aka the luminaries, the archons, the planets, and the stars, and the seasons, to push forward their scripted agenda, their scripture. Yeah, their scripture. Right? Script. Written down. Planned. Thousands of years in advance, people. Why? Because some of these Draco live to be thousands of years old, or 1,000 years old, 900. How do they plan it all? Well, because they're still alive, you dickhead. Right? Just like you would plan to buy a new house in 20 years or whatever the fuck. These people plan 900, 800 years in advance. They're not people. They're not human. Okay? They literally eat fucking babies. Drink blood. Why do you think you've got meat on your shelves, you dickhead? Why do you think you eat black puddings for breakfast? Because they want you to be in their vampire death cult, and you've obliged like a fucking dumb little slave. And you will perish in hell just like they will. Yeah, that's why you're quarantined here with them. You will not get out. Okay, you live like the vampire cult, then you will stay with the vampire cult, you fucking retards. That's on you, mate. Save yourself.